Feeling really happy to be live with you right now. Sorry if we were a little bit late. I was just on the internet here at Club Scrap and realizing that things were loading very slowly. And I'm like, anyone else? And they're like, yes. So we decided to go ahead and reboot our entire server. And that takes about 5 to 6 minutes. So here we are. I hope you can see me and hear me and participate. I see a group forming. That's always good to see. So thank you very much for marking your calendars and for coming. I hope you find those little hour in advance email reminders helpful to let you know that we are coming on live. It's usually at noon, so that's kind of our time. No matter where you are, we are noon central. So maybe if you're in the Netherlands by chance, it might be 7 p.m. But either way, noon is kind of our time. So I'm really glad you're here to learn more about a special release coming out from Club Scrap, starting to ship today. And I also hope that you're enjoying your April kit or March kit. Oh my goodness, my brain is in April. March kit, round and round, that nice neutral, uh, just catch-all kit that fits for almost anything and everything. And also at the warehouse here, we are very busy preparing already for our April shipment. That's why I said April, because I never even know what month it is, where I'm thinking in all months, right? Because we are thinking all the way to December of 2025 as we plan a year of wonderful collections for you. So if you're new to Club Scrap and this is your first live, please let us know. We can give you an extra warm welcome. And yes, thank you for being here. If it's the replay, hit hashtag replay. And if you have a very specific question that needs an urgent answer, please reach out to us directly as many comments flow in. I really hate missing any special important questions, so make sure you reach out via email or chat or phone so we can get your question answered. Okay, so are any of you on spring break going somewhere fun and sunny for spring break? I call March in Wisconsin as sort of like this really sad month. Everything's brown. There is no snow anymore. The ice is off the lake. Everything's dead. And it's cold and damp and rainy and windy and ugh, right? So this is that month where everyone escapes to somewhere warm. And I think the kit that we are releasing to you today is going to help with scrapbooking wherever you happen to be going for your spring break. And this is a remix, okay? We have been releasing some brand new things. This is a twist on a remix. So the original release date of this collection was in 2020. It sold out almost immediately, and we remixed it and sold it again in 2021. Sold out almost immediately. So the name of that kit was called High Tide, and it was just a bright beauty. We loved it. It had a really neat color palette. And then we remixed it, the High Tide remix. And so today we're calling our latest version of this beautiful collection, The Tide is High, and it's going to be your number one. Okay, so let me just flip my camera around to my desktop and try to get zoomed in here so you can take a peek at what this collection looks like. And here we are. Isn't it pretty? I mean, these colors, right? So bright, so beautiful, so unlike what I'm seeing out my window today. Clouds and dead grass. This is the polar opposite of that. So we have this beautiful wave print. You can see it goes any which way. Love that. And the new color palette here has been incorporated, of course, into the prints. And then this is a nice fresh print. We're calling this the mosaic print for obvious reasons. It reminds me of the tiles at the bottom of a swimming pool. It's just so bright and cheerful. I absolutely love it. There's also a really subtle pattern here in the background of these tiles. You're gonna love this one. And as always with these special release collections, if you want to stock up on a few extra of the prints, maybe you want to make cards with them, maybe make a few extra pages, these are available as open stock, so you can purchase them separately. Now, the papers. Let's talk about the papers. Okay, so this is the beautiful blue shade, and it's a nice like 100-pound cover weight. Or is it green? Is it blue or is it green? It's actually our beautiful duplex paper. That's what makes it so heavy and exceptional. So you've basically got 6 sheets, 3 where you can use the blue side, 3 for this beautiful bright green. Then you've got a gold. It's gold on both sides, orange, white, and a light blue. So that's our gorgeous color palette here. Oh, and a quick fun fact. I want to tell you something about grain direction. Let me just show you with this guy. Do you know that if you're holding the paper against the grain, it makes noise when you wiggle it? This is it. That makes noise, and this doesn't. So if you're still trying to figure out how to determine the grain direction of your paper, there is my hottest, latest tip for you. Okay, that was a squirrel. Now we're back to the Titus High kit. We've got our, as always, our cut-aparts. These are lovely. We freshened up the sentiments on them. Got some new things on here, like talk to the sand, dream higher than the sky and deeper than the ocean. I think that may have been on in the past. This is seahabilitation. So much fun on these. And as is true for the prints, you can get extra cut-aparts as well, again, to make more of these style pages. Again, if you're on a cruise or doing something fun and sunny for spring break this year, or at any time for that matter, maybe you live where it's sunny and warm all the time, these pages are going to be fun. Now, basically, I want to show you what happens when I have a complete, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. When I have a complete kit, oh, I didn't tell you about the rest of it. Speaking of a complete, we have some ribbon, of course. You get a yard of the grosgrain silver, a metallic, and then a yard of my favorite silk. This is in that beautiful bright orange, and then 2 yards of this gold organza. The embellishments, we've got these fun appliques here in the shell shape. And then we located these really, really cool resin seahorses. Aren't they fun? They're a little dimensional for my taste, to be honest, but I think that they pack a really nice punch on your layouts. They're going to be fabulous. And I don't mind having a little more embellishing on my pages. I don't have to drop them in the mail or anything. And finally, we've selected a gorgeous set of silver charms. We've got this lovely sand dollar, and then the starfish shell combo, and a trio of these darling little starfish. Aren't those sweet? I know that some of these things we had extras of, so we listed them as well in the shopping cart you can stock up. So once I have this whole thing, I spread it all out on this very table here, and I match up the bases of all the pages. I trim my cut aparts, I kind of distribute them, and then I just start trimming paper, and my goal is always to use as much of the paper as possible. So then as I'm trimming, I write down every cut, every tear, everything I do. And then on those duplex papers, I wrote whether I use the green side or the blue side. And then I also wrote down on these sketches what page layout the piece ended up on. And then I get to hand it off to Karen, and she digitizes those sketches for me and makes our instructions. Isn't that great? I've got some awesome help with my instruction writing for the page kits now. And so Karen did a beautiful job of setting up all of those cutting diagrams, again, for as little scrap as possible. I think there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiny little 1/4-inch pieces left over when you transform all of this into those beautiful pages. So I'm going to show you those layouts. So let me get rid of this. Okay, here we have pages 1 and 2. So and I will say, when I'm planning my pages, I don't know what number the pages are going to be when they're done. I lay them all out, pick an order, and that's when I assign all of those layout numbers to my diagrams. And just remember, I do this so that you can be way more efficient with your time and materials. So again, layout 1 and 2, so lovely. Again, our goal is always to allow a lot of space for your pictures. And remember that even though we have a cut apart here, if you have a ton of pictures that you want to put on these layouts, put them on top of these pieces of art. The art is there to help you if you don't have a lot of pictures from an event. But if you want to, you can go ahead and just cover it up with your pictures. Your photos are number 1. Okay, so yeah, on the back of this is green, and I chose to use the blue side. So to that point, if you want to flip things over and just go your own way and pick your colors, go for it. Like I could have gone green on the background here and then blue here and green there. So have a little fun with it. During the workshop video, I will definitely walk you through how to handle all of that duplex paper. Now here, I just want to point out again that in order to get these pieces on that page nice and level and evenly spaced, I use our 3x14 grid ruler. So on this side, it's 0 to 14, this side 7, 0, 0 to 7. So I use that 0 center, and I find my 6 inches on the left, 6 inches on the right, make sure it's level. And that way, when I place these pictures, on the paper, I know that they're perfectly centered, and I can verify here that indeed they are. They're centered and perfectly level on this page. In fact, I don't scrapbook without my ruler. If I don't have a ruler, I'm not even going to get started. You can see how fun these little seashell appliques are. There's another one of our little seahorses in the corner here. And I only put the adhesive on the right edge so I could slide a picture behind there. I'm always thinking about the pictures. And then, of course, on the tags that were transformed from the cut apart sheet, I took the slot punch here and I added a little slot to the top of the tag here and here so I could loop that around. And then here I just added a second piece of that gorgeous orange silk ribbon to enhance that tag. Here is layouts 5 and 6. And again, I did the same thing just in the upper left corner of the cut apart with my slot punch, added the applique. Oh, my 3 sweet little starfish here and another seahorse. And look, I did my new ribbon trick I'm calling the Julie because she came up with the idea to actually trap a smaller piece of ribbon inside the knot of a larger piece of ribbon. That's a great little trick for cards, for pages. Isn't that just the coolest? I love it. Okay, and then finally layouts 7 and 8. Again, you can see my little trio of mats here, using my grid ruler once again along the edge with the 0 center, just to make sure everything's nicely placed. And of course, I care deeply about, deeply, get it? About making sure that the layouts are nice and professional looking for you so that you have a guide to follow. And maybe you haven't thought about doing that kind of thing yet with your pages, but maybe something like this will inspire you to give it a try. I will usually talk a little bit about it in my video as well. Okay, so I'm back. Oh, that was quick, fun, easy, right? What time is it? Oh my goodness, it's 15 minutes. All 124 if you're watching. That's incredible. One of our all-time records, especially for a special release here at Club Scrap. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for joining me for this live. And a quick couple of bookkeeping things. If you're not yet a member of Club Scrap, why not? Consider joining our fun scrapbooking family here. We have a private Club Scrap chat group, and everyone in the group pretty much has the same materials. So it's really fun to share what we're working on, any projects we're making with the kits. And if you are a member of Club Scrap, you save $8 on your kits, which is amazing. And that's not just our monthly kits. It's kits like this, The Tide is High, the special release. If you were a member, you would save $8 on this as well. And the cool part about being a member is that we don't require you to stay for a certain period of time. And I understand hesitation there. Like, I don't know. I hesitate to join clubs as well, but because I want to know that I'm going to like it. So that's what we're here to do, is to earn your loyalty, right? And then if you are a member and you want this to be added to your shipment leaving the warehouse at the beginning of April, go ahead and choose that drop down on the shipping choices. Choose the drop down, ship with my next kit, and we will make sure that that's in your box heading out to you at the beginning of next month. So thank you so much again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you very soon with the spoiler video.